Hi, I'm Ryan Szymanski, curator of the Battleship New Jersey Museum and Memorial. This month, we're talking about the Battle of Leyte Gulf. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about Ulithi Atoll and the island hopping campaign that got the United States to Leyte. Ulithi is a small speck of coral in the middle of the Pacific. The series of volcanic, it's hard to even call them islands because they're so flat and small, that forms Ulithi Atoll, forms a natural lagoon big enough to house the United States Navy. It's over 1,000 miles closer to Japan than Pearl Harbor, so the United States was able to base many of its refueling and repair vessels there once they had secured the islands from the Japanese. This gave them a forward base from which to operate and repair vessels. To get there, the United States had marched through a series of Japanese-held defensive rings of islands for the previous 2 years. Beginning with the invasion of Guadalcanal in 1942, the Americans started to pressure the Japanese, first hitting the Solomons Islands, and then working their way through other island groups. Rather than taking every single island the Japanese held, the United States would bypass major garrisons, take weakly held points, and build brand new airfields and harbors for their ships. Then, having isolated the major garrisons on other islands, they would continue to push forward, forcing the Japanese to supply men with food and oil who couldn't actually still contribute to the defense of Japan. Eventually, the United States had a two-pronged push, with the Navy and Marine Corps pushing up through the Central Pacific under Admiral Chester Nimitz, and the Army under General Douglas MacArthur pushing up from the south. The Philippines are where these two groups met for the final push on the Japanese home islands. Thanks for joining us today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and join us throughout the month of October 2019 as we are remembering the 75th anniversary of the Battle of Leyte Gulf. We will be posting more original content on all of our social medias, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram throughout the month. And special thank you to researcher at large George Leone for providing much of the content that we're talking about this month.